Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by for Off the Highway. And it's a treat today because we've got Jon Huckins with us. And Jon Huckins is the author of Thin Places. Thin Places, a book about engaging mission within the neighborhood. And Jon, I know you love your neighborhood, Golden Hill, San Diego. And I'd love to hear you talk about the concept of listening, not talking, the concept of listening as mission.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good word. Well, listening is something the church hasn't done well at throughout our history. I mean, I think the reason we have such an emphasis on it is we live and work and play in our neighborhood is understanding that we can't assume we have all the answers to our neighbors' problems or our neighborhood's problems. And, you know, if you look throughout church history, whether it's the Crusades or the Inquisition or even our acquisition of the land I'm sitting on today with the Native Americans who were here originally, and that was really developed through the missions movement. The church has used missions as an opportunity to colonialize rather than to embody the good news of the kingdom. And so for us, seeing listening as essential to mission says that in the moment I'm ready to impose my agenda on a group of people or a place, I'm going to stop and I'm going to sit back in the posture of a listener rather than the posture of a hero. And I'm going to begin to tune into the frequency of my neighbors and my neighborhood. And it's only then that I can begin to discern how I live and work and play for and participate with God in healing this place. After I've listened long, both to what God is doing in me and to what my neighbors are saying, what my neighborhood is saying. And then we can begin to live out and practice what it is we will do for the flourishing of others in this place.
But ultimately, isn't listening just a means so that I can eventually talk and tell people the gospel? Or is listening in itself an end, an important missional end?
I think it is. Ultimately, I would say mission is about my personal transformation. What if I'm the one that actually needs to get the most work done? And when I begin to listen to what God is doing and what my neighbors have to say, maybe it was God's mission all along to get me to be transformed into the person he's calling me to be. And so it really shifts some of the paradigms. And it's only when I come to that healthy place that I feel like I can say anything. And so listening is a big deal on mission.
So you're saying that ultimately my spiritual wholeness as a follower of Jesus incarnated in my unique place through listening in my place might be the first step, if not the primary step?
Yeah, and I think we have to be prepared for it to be the primary step. Or else we'll be really disappointed when we listen and we don't transform things in the way we have in mind.
Wow. Thank you, Jon. Everybody, that is Jon Huckins, author of Thin Places. Thanks, Jon.
Thank you. See you, man.